there and welcome to Melbourne, Australia for the first Paddock Uncut of 2017. We've got drivers here and there, Sergio Perez, Kimi Räikkönen on his way back from the photo, and Nico Hülkenberg as well. And as you can tell, lots of excitement about the new season, but is Ferrari's pace from testing real? Have Mercedes got something in their pocket? And what other things have the drivers been getting up to in the closed season? Time to get on with it. 10 years. Remember what? 2007, first race here?
10 years, looking 10 years older.
We're both looking to, aren't we all looking? Aren't we all? It's 20 years for me, mate. 20 years.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm feeling good.
I'm sure you're excited for every start of every season, but what is it about this season that you're really keen on, motivated on, excited about?
Every year is exciting. Obviously, when you come into the new season, it's new teammate, new car rules, new physical level, new year in your life. There's just so much. There's so much to look forward to, and I think the future can be as bright as we want to make it. And together, we've worked so hard this winter. The guys back at the factory have been working so hard to make this car the greatest it can possibly be. And so, and it's exciting every year that I'm one of the only 20 drivers that get to go out there and drive it. You know, so. What's there not to be excited about?
Well, also in the prospect of a 4th World Championship. You said you're going for that. Obviously the title, the goal. Is it Ferrari really going to be making it harder for you this year? This is what all the fans want to know.
Time will tell, but I think in testing it looks like Ferrari our favourite. They were the quickest in testing. We couldn't match their times. So when we get out there this weekend, it'll be interesting to see where we've come from testing, what we've learned, and how we apply it, and really where we do stand.
Apart from the one with the beard, which Sebastian Vettel is turning up in Melbourne this year?
It took nearly 30 years to grow one, so I thought I might go for it. But well, same. Nothing has really changed. I think we've been working very hard. Whether we can, trust on what people are saying or not doesn't really matter. I think it's been a big task to get this car together, a big challenge. Obviously, regulations change a lot, but yeah, the team is growing, is making steps forward. So as long as we keep going in that direction, that's good. That are good signs.
Okay, well I hope we're going to see the happy Sebastian Vettel, because you'd certainly make a lot of Ferrari fans. There are some fans over your shoulder over here. They look happy at the moment. I think they're going to get me more happy if you're going to win this race.
Of course. Yeah, we're always happy if we win, but that's normal. I think people are always happy when they do well, and we are no different. So we obviously try to do our best and see where it takes us.
Is it fair to say that the team got themselves slightly in a muddle in Barcelona, and that we haven't seen what could have been the pace?
I think we definitely haven't seen what could have been and can be the pace of the car. I think the time between testing and this first race was extremely important for us as a team to understand how we should approach this weekend in terms of what bits we're going to put in the car, how we're going to set up the car. I think we've found a lot of answers from testing, which has been very interesting to see, and we will see here where we are.
Can you win this race?
This one? It's still early days. It looked like Ferrari was very strong, and Mercedes, they will be strong. I mean, probably they were just hiding a bit. And for us, we have to wait and see. I think, yeah, for sure there are some new things coming on the car. But it's still early days to say where we are at the moment.
Please tell me there's some performance in the Red Bull this weekend that we're going to see that we didn't see in testing. Please.
Yeah, I would believe there is. Yeah. No, there will be. How much I don't know, but we will be quicker. I definitely believe that. Because I don't believe we executed a perfect day in testing, and we've also got new parts. So those two combinations will make us faster. Will it make us as quick as Ferrari and Mercedes? It'd be a good effort if we got up to them already by this race, but I don't think we're a million miles off, so you'll see us quicker. You'll see us quicker.
At some point.
Yeah.
It's a bit disappointing because everyone looks to Adrian Newey, design genius, when the rules change and think, oh, he's going to ace it. And I know you've had reliability problems. Some of them haven't been your fault, but it's been a bit of a weird winter.
Yeah, the winters, yeah, it's tough though, because it actually goes so quick. Like, we have tested, and sure, Ferrari showed pace already, Mercedes sure showed pace, but yeah, it's like there's a lot of things that go on in testing, and it's like there's always kind of an excuse if that makes sense. It's like, yeah, but this, and then, but that wasn't right. So, yeah, I think we'll get it right. I think we'll get it right this weekend, and I think if we get it right, we'll be within a chance of a podium.
Go on, you can't disappoint all these people behind you.
I want to lap everyone.
Win. They want to.
I literally want to lap the whole field.
Good.
But my talent alone probably can't do that.
Are you able to do all the magic things that you do with easiest cars that you did last year?
I think, because we have more downforce, they're actually more stable to drive. So with the wider tires, it helps a lot in traction, and actually, yeah, I mean, they're a bit more physical, but we train more as well. So, at the end of the day, it doesn't change much.
Okay, so what are you doing? Can you just brake much later for corners? And what about slow corners? Because you've got more mechanical grip, can you do them much quicker?
Yeah, as well. I mean, you can go early on throttle, you can brake later, you can roll faster into the corner, it turns faster. Yeah. I mean, it's a bit bigger, so you cannot hit the curbs and stuff like you did last year, but that's just a little thing.
There are various rumours around the paddock. I'm sure you know how this paddock works, that you wanted too much money for a new contract. You and Toto fell out over who has the most power or something. Are any of these things true? What was the real story? Why did you leave?
I think it's better not to talk about these things, really. But I think
friendly. Did you fall out with Toto?
Yeah, no, I'm great friends with Toto. I actually really enjoyed my work, my time at Mercedes working with Toto and the rest of the team. So there was no big falling out. But it was the right time to move on. There was a great opportunity here at Williams, which I've taken. And now I look forwards.
The right time to move on from an all-conquering Mercedes team who was going to have an interesting fight with Ferrari. I don't understand that. Did you not want to stay around, or did you feel that Mercedes was maybe had reached their peak of their cycle and were maybe starting, inevitably, as all teams do, to go down?
No, I mean, inevitably there are lots of different factors in consideration of any move you make. That's all true, of course, and I think Mercedes could remain strong for a great deal more time in the future. It wasn't about that. It was really about my career and the challenge that I could see going to another place and the opportunity that arose. So, that's how it is.
Okay, I don't think it's a big paddock secret that there was an interest from Ferrari for your services. Tell us why you chose to choose Williams over Ferrari.
It's probably better not to talk about that.
Well, it's nice to be back, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, I'm looking forward to getting out on track again.
Why particularly are you looking forward? The new cars, the more grip?
Yeah, I mean,
are they much better now?
Yeah, they're much more enjoyable to drive, and it's. I haven't looked forward to driving this much, in a long time.
Tell me about what you found at the team, because it's easy to forget that they're only in their second year of existence, Formula One wise.
No, I found that the team has a very simple organization and a simple way of doing things, and I enjoy that way. It is a small team, so some things are tricky to do quickly when you don't have enough people. Sure. But other things are easier because you can take a direction easier and react quicker on some things.
I read a story on the internet, and I don't believe every story I read on the internet, is that Esteban and yourself have been asked to lose weight by the team. Is that true or not?
Yeah, I mean the car it's been a bit overweight. I tried to after Barcelona to lose as much weight as I possibly can, and yeah, I think very much all the other teams might be struggle with similar issues. I think here will be the first time that we actually know the true weight of the car. But yeah, I think it's not a big issue, other than we need to lose some weight.
They can't have it both ways. The increased loadings means that you've got to bulk up on the muscle side, and then muscle costs weight, so they can't. It's difficult.
It's very difficult, It's so difficult to lose any weight, because obviously we're athletes and we have as you say, the muscle. We don't have. It's not like a normal person that has purely fat. So for us, it's difficult, but I'm trying my best. So hopefully by Saturday, I have managed to lose a couple of kilos.
Oh dear me! Is the car doing what you want it to do at the moment, and the power unit, now that they fixed all the issues?
Yes, nearly 100%. We didn't have an easy winter, especially because we didn't do as many laps as we would have wanted. So we cannot say we arrived 100% ready, but we arrived a lot more confident than after the first week. I think the second week was key for us to arrive here with a lot more confidence, a bit more prepared and ready to fight.
Have you been told we can expect a different car in terms of the power unit that we've got here, more reliable, or is it the car that you race this weekend going to effectively be the one that you had at testing?
Let's see. I think I'm sure the team worked very hard in the last couple of weeks to improve the situation and arrive a little bit more ready to compete here. But I think in Formula One there are no miracles in 2 weeks' time, so I expect a difficult weekend. So we have to have the feet in the ground, knowing that we have some problems to solve. But at the same time, this is racing, it's not testing anymore. Anything can happen here. Many retirements, DNFs that can happen here. So we need to enter the weekend, I think, with a mind of having some knowledge and some positive things from this weekend, and hopefully push a little bit more the car and find the limits, because in winter testing we were not able to push at any time.
I mean, sure, you can pick up a point from absolutely nowhere. That's what you do. It's what you've had to do with this car sometimes. But is it fair to say that the team are kind of writing off the first 4 races before we actually make a proper step forward, maybe in Barcelona?
I don't know. I'm not writing off anything, So, we are not here to wait 4 races, 6 races, 8 races to improve. We need to improve for tomorrow. And if tomorrow is not going okay, we need to improve for Saturday. And if Saturday we qualify not in a good position, we need to improve for Sunday. This is Formula One. It's not a charity match, that we can have fun here and there. This is Formula One, and we have to compete. We have to beat our opponents, and we need to be the best. So this is what it's about.
Formula One's also about being the best long term, and if it's not working out with Honda, with McLaren, is it not better for McLaren just to dump Honda and start afresh with a new engine for next year? Ruthless as that might sound, Fernando, but that is Formula One. If that's what you've got to do to win, that's surely what McLaren have to do, isn't it?
Well, I think that's not a question for the team. Obviously, I'm aware about some speculations and some things that went out, but I will not enter too much, and I will just drive at my best, and hopefully the team can answer you that question tomorrow.
But if they had a better power unit going into the future, would that make it more likely that you'd stay with them long term?
I don't know.
So interesting words from Fernando Alonso there, and sentiments certainly that Yosuke Hasegawa from Honda will be taking very seriously. That's it from Paddock Uncut. Thanks very much for watching. See you throughout the weekend. Bye-bye.
Enjoy Sky Sports F1 Live on all screens, on the go, and the best bits on demand.